Hello everyone and welcome. Today I will be making a chocolate zucchini cake. It's that time of the year where usually people have a lot of zucchinis. They don't really know what to do with. Not everybody likes to just eat them cooked up. So I shredded up 2 cups of zucchini and I put it in the freezer and just thawed it out this morning. As you can see, it's just about thawed out. A little bit of ice in it yet, just waiting for that. So we're gonna have 2 cups of that. We're gonna have 1 cup of milk. I used almond milk. 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 3 eggs, I used the Bob's Red Mill egg replacer, and 2 cups of sugar. The recipe I have calls for 3/4 of a cup of oil, but I'll be using the Country Crock plant-based butter. All right, so let's get started. There's the zucchini. Milk. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Stop scratching at the door. Truffles, why don't you be my helper today? There were the eggs, and now the butter. Okay, we'll turn the mixer on and get started. Okay, so the zucchini mixture's all mixed up with all the wet ingredients. Next, we're going to add 2½ cups of flour, 2½ teaspoons of baking powder, 1½ teaspoons of baking soda, 1/2 cup of cocoa powder, and a dash of salt. Put that in. Now, in the recipe that I have, it calls for some cinnamon, about 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I have someone allergic to cinnamon in my family, so I thought I would add a little bit of espresso powder, about 1 teaspoon of that, maybe 1/2 teaspoon. And you don't even have to add anything. Last time I did it, I didn't put any seasoning in, any spice in, I should say. No cinnamon, no espresso powder, nothing. But if you like to, just for a little bit of some extra flavor, you can do that. And maybe I'll just do about 1/2 teaspoon in there. Here we go. Okay, now we'll mix it all up and get it ready to put in the oven. So the batter's all ready. I'm gonna pour it into a greased 9x13 pan, should I say baking dish. And if you like, you can melt the butter that you put into it if you choose to do the butter like I did, because it does dissolve easier in the mix. So if you just put it in the microwave for, a few seconds, just until it starts to melt a little bit, and then you can put it in with your mix and it'll go a lot easier. Okay, so that is all ready to go. The recipe calls to put it in for 45 minutes at 375 degrees, but I like to bake everything at 350, not 375. I just think 375 is a little bit too high. So I will be putting it in at 350, and when I come back, I'll let you know how long it took at 350. Okay, so I was just kind of noticing that the cake, I could smell it. So I tested it, and sure enough, it was done. So it only took about 40 or 41 minutes at 350 degrees. And the toothpick came out clean. So I'm gonna let it cool, and then I will frost it. I think I'm going to do a peppermint frosting for the top of it. Okay, we're back and we're ready to make the frosting. I decided to do the peppermint frosting. So it'll be 3 cups of powdered sugar, 1/3 cup of shortening, 1 And then if I was going to make vanilla frosting, I would put 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. But since I'm going to do peppermint, I will put some vanilla in, about a teaspoon of vanilla, and then you could either use peppermint extract just like you would the vanilla, or I have doTERRA peppermint oil, and with doTERRA oils, certain ones are edible, and that's one of them that is. So I'll be putting, I'm going to start out with 2 drops of peppermint because it's very strong. So just 1, 2. If I think it's not strong enough, I can always add a little bit more. Oops, and then a teaspoon of vanilla. And then 2 tablespoons of milk. I'm going to use almond milk. Okay, put that all together. And then I will get mixing that up. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up and please be sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos.